Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 21st to the 31st, 2018 reading for you. Now I've shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so we are going to see what these 11 days, there we go, have in store for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Okay. Oh, what a lovely card to get first. Oh, and if you guys would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. Let's move this down, maybe get a glare a bit. Okay, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is beautiful. There's a lot of learning here because we have 3 out of the 4. What is it? Page cards. There we go. And then we have a gift that's being given to you that's going to really resonate with your soul, with yourself. 2 ace cards, 2 major arcana cards. This is really beautiful. Okay. There's a slight warning here, but other than that, this is really embracing yourself. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Your first card is the Ace of Cups. This is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of love. Handing you a gift of spiritual awakening, handing you a gift of seeing the beauty in life. In these 11 days, you might find that you are inspired by the smallest of things. Start to bring you joy. You start to see that it's the everyday, kind of the mundane, what you would usually just walk past and never really take note of, the beauty in it. Now you start to see it. Because your cup is overflowing with this love, with this joy, with this happiness. And of course, everybody can always ignore the gifts of the aces. But the aces are the universe, the divine, handing you a gift. And if you see the dove wings, you can see that. I think of them as dove wings, but they look like wings in the card. So it's setting you free and it's giving you a sense of peace. There might be something that you're really worried about. Actually, there is something that you're really worried about. Something that is causing you to fret, to doubt, to fear the decisions that you're making. Make your decisions out of love, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and you will start to see that things really start moving forward. You have here the water lilies at the bottom. And the water lilies, the lotus flowers, are a representation of peace, of serenity, of beauty. Beauty after ugliness, because they usually grow in muck-covered, algae-covered ponds. And this love that you are getting, and this love that you are sharing with your life is rippling outward. It is going to start affecting everybody that you see. You know, when you're in a really rotten mood and you snip at everybody, everybody does it. And then it just keeps on building that rotten mood. This is being in a really good mood. Being in a really good mood and embracing that good mood, and it ripples out. It doesn't mean that you won't meet your jerks. It doesn't mean that every day is going to be you skipping down the street, butterflies and sunshine. But it's saying here to accept this gift of love, take it into your heart, start seeing the joy and the happiness in the little things. It doesn't have to be monumental things that are happening, like going on a spectacular vacation or anything like that. But it's the little things that are going to start bringing the joy into your life, that are really going to start bringing the happiness. And you're moving forward, and it actually gives you courage. Starting to focus on what you love out of life and not what is terrifying, because there is something that you are scared of. It gives you the courage to move forward, harness in your emotions, and boldly and bravely move forward in the direction that you want to be in the life that you want to have. The Chariot and the Hangman here are the major arcana cards. These are the big arcs in this month. So it's boldly moving forward and seeing things through a different point of view. You are, again, reining in your emotions here with the horses being made, 1 horse head, 2 horse heads, being made out of water. So you're taking your gifts, you're taking everything that you know, and you're reining yourself in, and you're saying, okay, it's time to focus. There is something that you want to achieve. There is some place that you want to succeed at. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This could be at work, this could be at home, this could be in school, this could be wherever. This is a general reading, so it's going to be different for every single one of you. But this is you being focused, taking your passion and your creativity, how you want to move forward on this earthly plane, and saying, this is what I'm doing. This is what needs to be done. It has to be done. I might not want to do it. I need to do it. I need to do it for me. And that is what you're doing, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You might be creating something. You might be, working on a project at work and getting new insights. But you are sitting there and saying, it's time to take the reins. And it could just be, and I say just, not lightly at all, but it could be that you are taking the reins of your life. And you're saying, you know what, no more. No more am I going to let people, pile their garbage on me. No more am I going to sit there and try to keep the peace where nobody cares about how I feel. And this isn't being selfish. This isn't being self-centered. All these readings come from a place of light and love. And are here to build everybody up. Because there's enough in this world of everybody being put down, of not being good enough, of not being this enough, of not being that enough. These readings are here to tell you that you are enough, because you are. The universe didn't create halves, it created wholes. And you are moving forward, knowing your worth, knowing your desires, and saying, this is my time, because this is my life. You get X amount of heartbeats. And now you're moving forward. Reigning in your passions, reigning in your desires, reigning in how you want to move forward on this earthly plane, and absolutely and positively embracing you. The Page of Cups. Now this can represent a water sign, a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Pisces. But because this reading is about you, it's also representing you. It's the student card. The pages are the student cards. They are also the messenger cards. So you are going to be getting a great deal of messages and you're going to be embracing learning in the month, from September 21st to the 31st. This is moving forward in love. This is moving forward in healing. This is, again, your emotions might be raging. That's why you're reining everything in. And you're being your port in the storm. You're being that joy and that happiness that you needed in your life. You could also have a water sign come in who's helping you find your center. But you are embracing bounty, okay, because the fish jumped into the cup without him fishing for it. And you are also embracing your personal freedom. Your right to live the life that you want to live, to be the person that you want to be, and to embrace the joy and the happiness that you want. You will also be getting messages. Most of these will be spiritual. Most of these will be things that you see that resonate with you in a way that is beautiful, okay, or a symbol of something. For me, whenever I see a dragonfly, it always makes me think of my grandparents who departed. So it's going to be something like that. It's going to be something very personal that comes to you, that you see, that you will understand, and helps you move forward. It's also going to be messages within your own mind that come, and you sit there and think, well, I should really do that. Trust your intuition, especially for these 11 days. It's going to be very high. And now, as an earth sign, and the pentacles represent earth signs, you are getting a gift that is something that you have been waiting for, something that you desire, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And it's a little bit more powerful because it is your own sign than the Ace of Cups, because this is something that's going to resonate really deeply with you. Now, it doesn't have to be something huge. It doesn't have to be, this fantastic present that you get or that is given to you. It is something that resonates with your soul. And you sit there and you start to see your prosperity. And it doesn't have to be wealth. It's something you value as much as money. It's something that has great significance to you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And you look at it and you understand your sorrow. You understand the hardships that you have been through have all been for a reason. Because now you're moving on to a new phase, to a new way of looking at things, to a new way of embracing your prosperity, embracing your understanding. Because we're always evolving as human beings. The person you were yesterday is not the person you are today. Slight, subtle changes bring beautiful transformations. And that's what you're embracing, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're embracing this gift from God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. Say thank you when you receive it. Because when you receive these gifts, if you turn away from them, they won't come. If you sit there and say, I'm not worthy of love, I'm not worthy of seeing beauty, there's nothing beautiful about my life, then those gifts of beauty won't come. And if you sit there and say, you know what, there's nothing prosperous, there's no change that's ever going to happen, then you're prolonging these gifts until you go and you come to the mind space that accepts them and says, yes, you know what, I deserve to move forward in love and prosperity. And it doesn't mean that you're going to win the lottery. It doesn't mean that all your troubles are going to be over. It means that you're taking that step to embracing your personal prosperity, that step to taking the reins of your life and saying, you know what, no more. I'm not a victor. I am not a victim. I am a victor. I am moving forward. I am taking the reins of my life, and I am creating the existence that I want. Now, it's not going to be a walk in the park. The Eight of Swords absolutely says that. There are going to be times where you have doubt. There are going to be times where you have fears. There are going to be times where you are just so human that you think, I can't do this. I can't move ahead. Know that you are chained here. You are tied here by seaweed. You can break that. You can break the ties. You can break the doubt. Pull off the blindfold and move forward. Now, does this mean every single day of these 11 days is going to have some beautiful gift for you that leads you forward and changes your life? For some of you, yes. For others of you, it is going to be some days out of it. And while you're accepting this bounty, while you're accepting this beauty into your life, while you're sitting there and moving forward, saying, I matter, what I want for my life matters, you're going to have times of doubt and fear. Can you do it? Can you achieve? Can you succeed? Is this how life is going to be? Isn't it? You know, look at all the different ways that I have failed before. Look at all the ways that I could fail now. And you're going to feel trapped by your mind, and your emotions are going to be raging. This is why you're reining everything in. And you're sitting there and you're saying, yes. Yes, I can succeed. Yes, I can achieve. And yes, I will. And then you break those chains. You break those bounds. And you start moving forward. You go onto dry land. Your emotions calm down. The swords are representative of your mind. So as you are embracing this beauty coming into your life, there are going to be times where you sit there and you just think, you know what, no, it can't happen, it won't happen, it'll never happen. Or you think of all the things that still have to be achieved, that still have to be, done for you to move forward. And it becomes overwhelming, and it's almost paralyzing. Recognize that feeling. Sit there and say, okay, I understand, I'm scared. I understand that I have fears and trepidations about this, but I am still moving forward. I am not going to let my fear rule me. Do not let your fear, do not let your doubts, do not let the past ruin and take away and steal these 11 days for you. Because you are moving forward in prosperity. You are moving forward in bounty. And this card is saying, kind of to get out of your own way. In a nice way, in a respectful way. Don't look at all the ways you can't. Look at the ways that you can. Start focusing on those. The simple little changes that you can make. And again, that's going to come through seeing beauty in the world. Seeing beauty in your life, in yourself. Not feeling trapped, but feeling freed. Because that fish is going back into the ocean, is going back into freedom. Bounty and prosperity. For some of you, it might even feel like loss. Because as that fish jumps away, the page doesn't have it anymore. So it might feel as if you're losing something. It's kind of the end of a cycle. It's coming to a close. And now you're starting this new prosperity. You're starting this new time. The Hangman is saying that you're looking at the world through a different point of view. In the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, it is a man hanging hanging upside down from a tree. He is actually and physically seeing the world differently. And this is what you're doing. You're seeing your world differently. You're seeing your prosperity differently. Here, it is a man trapped between the fairy world and the earthly realm. So he is seeing things from two different points of view. And it's a painful trapping because his life, the years are going on without him being there to accept them, to be part of it. So you see here how he's hanging from that chandelier or whatever that is. And that is showing that it is a painful transformation, and it's taking courage because he does come back. This is saying to take your compassion, to understand that you have been through hard times, because it is letting you have compassion for those people who are going through the hard times. But it's also giving you strength. Do not let the years go by, or even the days, without being active in your life. And that's what you are embracing. You are embracing moving forward, seeing things differently, having your mindset change. And for some of you, it might be painful, okay? Changing the mindset usually starts opening up the gates, and there's doubts, there's fears, there's people that sit there and tell you you're not deserving of these gifts, you can never make it, what makes you think that you're so special? And it's quieting those voices. You hear them, they register, okay? And they can bring up past insecurities, but you're seeing the world differently. And you're not coming from that place of lack, you're coming from a place of bounty, a place of beauty. And your clarifying cards are student cards. Are you learning these lessons? You sitting there with the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, physically, because they're both holding scrolls in their hands, physically, and the Page of Wands, for me, very much represents the physical world. Physically saying, this is how I want to move forward. You know your mind. You know what you want. You're also being a student of what it is that you desire, of how it is that you want to move forward, how it is that you're embracing your life. You're sitting there cognitively, mentally, going, all right, what is it that I want from life? How is it that I want to move forward? And you're seeing also the spaces in life, the places in life where you can improve. This isn't being harsh on yourself. This isn't sitting there and ripping apart your entire day and saying, oh, well, you could have done more there and you could have done more there. This is saying that you are looking at your life, you're looking at yourself, because the swords are mental, and you are knowing what it is that you need to do to achieve what it is that you want from this world. You'll be also getting messages. They might be physical messages, something that you read or see, can hold in your hand, that leads you forward. Now the swords, the Page of Swords, also represents a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra, an air sign, who helps you move forward, who helps you come to this understanding, that helps you learn. Now, student cards can be positive and they can be negative, because sometimes when we learn our lessons, it's usually through a uncomfortable situation. So for some of you, these lessons being learned it isn't going to be, again, all butterflies and roses. It is going to be, well, for some of you, it might be a little bit difficult to sit there and start to learn and heal for what you love with the Page of Cups, for knowing your own mind. And then with the Page of Wands, harnessing that inner power, that inner bit of the divine, being a student of what it is you truly desire out of life and creating it. And for me, the wands represent that fire in your belly, but also represent the hidden place where the God's head was placed for man to never find. That bit of divinity, that bit of the universe that lives within each and every one of us. And you are embracing it. And you are moving forward. You are embracing your passion, your creativity, your productivity, what it is that you want from this earthly plane, and you are going after it. You will be getting messages, okay? These could also be spiritual messages that come in and help you move forward, but they're also going to be physical ones that you sit there and you look at it and you go, okay. It doesn't have to be something big. It could be somebody leaving you a post-it note that resonates really deeply with you. And you want things to move quickly, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. But because I see this rabbit here as a bit more hesitant, there are still things that you have to learn. before things start to quickly fall into place. It's still, being that student of what it is that you desire. Give me a moment. You're changing the way you look at things. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're either looking at two sides of the coin, or you are changing your mindset and you are moving forward in courage. You have been through hard times, you have been through good times, and that is letting you move forward with compassion. And because you're changing your point of view, you're changing the way that you see things, you're also changing the way that you speak to yourself and you view yourself. Because if you only say negative things to yourself, then it's going to be so much harder to escape the trap of the Eight of Swords, of feeling trapped, of feeling as if you're not good enough, of, having your emotions rage around you. Because you have to settle that, calm the waters within yourself, calm the emotions, and start being a student of what it is that you love, what it is that you desire from life, how it is you're moving forward in freedom and prosperity. Saying, I matter, and believing it full-heartedly, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, because the divine, the universe, is giving you this gift of love once you put yourself kind of on the table, once you say, I count too. And you stop filling your head with everything that you should have done, everything that you could have done better, and not letting fear guide you, but letting love for yourself, love for what it is that you want to create. And you get this gift, and it gives you a sense of peace. It's almost as if a weight is lifted off your shoulders. And you start moving forward in prosperity. You start moving forward in what you truly desire. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're always going to remember the pain that you have been through. You're always going to remember what it took to get here. But now you're moving forward. You're embracing your prosperity. The universe, the divine, is giving you this gift. It's giving you these gifts, and you're taking it, saying thank you, saying I am worthy of it, and moving forward. Reining in your emotions, having a sense of serenity to yourself, meditating, journaling, those are very important things. And if you don't like to sit still, like me, you could meditate through walking, through, doing an action, a repetitive action. And now you move forward with your prosperity, with your emotions reined in, and a kind of intensity of purpose. You know what you want, you know where you're going, and you're embracing it. And if you're sitting here saying, Dane, I don't know what I want, I don't know where I'm going, I feel as if I am just existing, step back for a moment. Look at everything that you've been through. Look at everything that you've achieved. Start looking at your successes and not your failures. Start looking at the things that bring you joy and serenity in your life. And it doesn't mean that you have to change your work or change everything in order to have this love be at your center. But focus on it. Do that thing that you love doing. Focus on that joy. Focus on that happiness. And you're going to see that more of it and more of it starts coming into your life, bringing you bounty, alleviating the sorrow, but never getting rid of it. Because if you don't learn from your lessons, if you don't remember them, then they just keep happening again. Reining in your emotions and moving forward, boldly and bravely. You're so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're being a student of what it is that you desire, of knowing your mind. Keep yourself open to messages. You're passionately moving forward, creating the life that you want here on this earthly plane. You want things to happen more quickly than they are. Be kind to yourself and be patient with yourself. Your subconscious message is, I love it, is the Lover's card. For some of you, because we have the Lovers, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Page of Cups, you can be falling in love with somebody who's absolutely amazing. For others of you, you are falling in love with yourself, with what you want from life. Remember, the angels are blessing you. Remember that you need a balance within yourself, the masculine and the feminine, to be able to have that joy in your life and see the full spectrum of things, of being kind to yourself and working hard, of loving yourself and moving forward. And you're going to see that you start achieving magnificent things. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Move forward in love. Love for yourself. Love for what you're doing. Remember to be kind to yourself. Remember that you matter. And that the angels are blessing you as you are on this journey. And it was a pleasure reading for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.